During a lawful Terry stop based on legitimate, reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime, a police officer can ask the person, what are they doing, as a way to either confirm or dispel the officer's suspicion. That sounds reasonable. Doesn't mean the person has to answer the question or questions, but still, that's the process. Whether we agree with Terry v. Ohio or not, it's still law in the land. And until it's changed, we're kind of stuck. But I want to delve a little deeper into that whole idea about officers asking questions to either confirm or dispel their suspicion. You know, they can screw the pooch on that too. I mean, after all, they receive accolades and awards for not knowing their job. And to do so, I'm going to use an example of a pair of shoes. Yeah, a pair of shoes. Police officer walks up to a person who they claim is acting suspiciously, and they demand to know what the person's doing. And the person looks at the officer and says, "I'm tying my shoe, stupid." Officer looks down and the person's tying their shoe. Okay, that's one thing. Now, same set of circumstances, and the person says, "I'm tying my shoe." The officer looks down, the person's wearing loafers. See, that's when a story doesn't square. When they talk about either confirming or dispelling an officer's suspicion. What if the person says, "I'm tying my shoes," and the officer looks down and they're tying their shoes, and the officer says, "You're wearing loafers"? Oh, it gets even worse. What if the officer didn't have articulable suspicion of a crime to begin with?
This man was peacefully sitting and waiting for a friend when a police officer approached and began demanding answers without any clear justification.
There's someone just flagged me down, said there's a gentleman with a kid acting suspicious.
I don't know how sitting is acting suspicious.
What are you doing here?
What I'm doing isn't relevant.
It is relevant. Okay, come on, stand up for me.
For what?
Come on, just stand up.
Why are you touching me, sir?
Stand up, come over here. You have ID on you?
I do have ID.
Okay, let me see your ID.
I'm not required to produce ID unless I'm being suspected of committing a crime.
Why are you here?
Because I'm waiting for a friend.
Okay, not good enough.
How is that not good enough, sir? I've answered your question.
It's right there if you want to film it. You can film it.
Boy, and your badge number?
Right there, you can film it.
69?
You're not telling me why you're here.
I don't have to tell you why I'm here,
Okay,
sir.
That's the issue we're having.
But I don't have to. I'm not
That's
required
the
by
issue
law to tell you why I'm
I
here.
didn't say you were.
Okay, so
But
then
as
why...
as a normal citizen, someone who would like to keep the neighborhood safe, you should just give me simple answers so I can leave.
I gave you a simple answer,
No,
sir.
that's not the answer I'm looking for.
That doesn't matter what you're looking for,
Can
sir.
you come down to Rothrock?
Unbelievable, isn't it? The level of incompetence. I mean, this guy's probably making $100,000 a year and he doesn't know shit from Shinola.
That's shit. Shinola.
No reasonable suspicion of a crime. He goes hands-on. He decides he gets to be the ultimate king and arbiter of plausible explanations. And then he calls for backup. I don't know how this ends. I'm going to guess not well. Because every time they call for backup and another officer arrives, and another officer arrives, I mean, the danger to the person who's been unlawfully detained increases, I would say, exponentially. Oh, well, just another day in idiot Copland. Law enforcement in this country is just a sick joke, only it's not. Because they have authority to do things to us that we can't do back to them. And then they have all the special protections. And they're doing this off of the taxpayers' back. Look what the taxpayers pay for. People who can take your life and make it home in time for dinner.